So here we have a pre-owned 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450. This one comes in selenite gray metallic, and then we have the, I guess it's Bahia brown leather interior. It's a 4MATIC, so all-wheel drive. Powertrain consists of a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6, made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission. That's 375 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. This one has a little less than 5,000 miles on it. Front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with our LED daytime running lights. And a nice front fascia here, very boss-like, very bold. I really like the GLSs for that reason. Now this is an AMG line, 21-inch aluminum wheels here. Passive keyless entry, all 4 doors. Burmester sound system, heated, cooled seats, memory seat functions. They have a power seat with the power headrest, thigh support, you name it. One-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. You also have the power sunshades in the back as well. So you can see as that goes up in that back right corner, all that can be controlled from the front. Rear window lock, power door lock controls, and then we have power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors in them. I might have to speak up a little louder. This wind is trying to fight me. Power boot here. Headlamp controls, hood release right there. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. Love the wood grain. But there is the seat itself. And I just love this brown interior. But a big thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, space back here is fantastic. And I love that we can scoot the seat back. This is all power controlled here. All of these control the seat, which is fantastic. So really luxurious back here. Love having the sunshade, especially if you're gonna have a baby back here. Don't wanna wake them up from their naps, so that's great. Seat back pockets are on both sides. Panoramic roof cover. And you can just see the difference with the seat being pulled up and the seat being pulled back. Tons of space here. Rear AC vents. You do get dual zone climate controls for the back as well. So you can set temperature from one side or the other, the auto mode, fan direction, all of that. 2 USB-C charge ports down below. Middle seat folds down. Bottle holders are there. And then you have a tray in the middle as well. So what really makes this such a great vehicle in terms of what you get is if you want to get to the 3rd row, it's all power. So pull this up here, one touch moves that front seat up, moves the second seat up. As far as it'll go, it even tumbles it for you. And then you have easy access to get to that 3rd row there, which also has controls and 2 USB-C ports on either side, which is just incredible. And just such a premium look back here. Top tethers for the car seats are right there. Now to put it back, you do have to hold it. But what's good about that is you can stop it wherever you need to. So if you want to scoot it back some more or whatever, you can. Now to the back end, full LED tail lights with a dual exhaust. Here's a look underneath. And then pretty good amount of space behind the 3rd row, but if you need to get rid of that, hit these buttons here. And those will fold. But then the other cool thing is if you want to fold all the seats, you can hit that there and it'll tumble all of them down. So you have more space for cargo. There's your spare. 12 volt. But I mean, that pretty much sums it up for getting the seats up and down. Gas cap. And then here's your front passenger seat. Again, gotta love this interior, and I apologize for the wind noise again. Lockable glove compartment here. And there are your controls, memory seat. So pretty much the same as the driver's side, about 90% of it. I'll take a look at this sticker here. And this is from Auto Pro Nashville, Auto Collection, Murfreesboro. But exclusive trim, AMG line exterior package and night package with the heads-up display. Definitely recommend getting that executive package, or exclusive trim, excuse me. But there's that 3-liter inline 6 turbocharged. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Before we do that, I'm just going to show off the turn signals. It's a really nice look there. Let's hop in the driver's seat. There's the horn. Nice leather wrap steering wheel. I like the shape, the perforation, the flat bottom. Over here to the screen, navigation, AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then if you want to take this thing off-road, you even have settings for that. So just a ton that you can fool with in terms of the driving experience. Your settings are here. So for your driver assistance, go down here, you can fool with that. Active steering assist, you want to turn that on, you can do that. Active lane change assist. And if you have ambient lighting equipped, all that you can mess with here. Your language can be changed in here. And what I love about the Benzes is they give you more than just the 3 main languages to choose from, if for whatever reason you want that. Vehicle info here. And here's a look at the nav system. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Front cameras there. You have other views as well if you want to fool with that. But down here, AC vents, and then your AC controls are right here. So you can pull up this menu, and then you can see how customizable it is. If I want to have it going this way for the driver's side, I want it up here for the passenger side, and temperature can be changed, all of that. So it's very, very adjustable. Hazards are there. And wireless charging pad there, 2 USB-C ports, bottle holders. And then your dynamic for your drive modes, you can go through that. Individual, sport, comfort, eco, off-road. And then click this button to go to your vehicle functions here, and you can toggle the active lane keeping assist and all of that on or off. Nav shortcut, media shortcut, telephone, then you have a fingerprint sensor here if you want to set that up. Now with the suspension, you can raise or lower that from the front or the back. And then you have the USB-C port, removable tray. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And with the sunshade, that'll retract all the way back. And then you can also get that sunroof back as well. So one touch, and then you can shut it that way. But back to the front, before I forget, let me show off this vanity mirror. With blinkers, high beams, rear wipers, and then for the shifter, hit the brake, pull up for reverse, tap down for neutral, pull all the way down for drive, press P for park, and when in drive, you can activate the paddle shifters or set up your manual mode from the screen. This side of buttons goes through your gauge cluster, and this side of buttons controls your radio. Voice recognition, volume, Bluetooth, favorites button, and then your adaptive cruise, you can turn that on, adjust the gap, set the speed, cancel, resume. Excuse me. And then heads-up display right there in the middle. Auto stop toggle, push button start. Finally, here's the key fob. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 GLS 450 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this GLS, pretty quick vehicle, having that turbocharged inline six. But where it really shines is the ride quality is fantastic. Just floats down the road here, especially with this suspension. But it's relatively quiet, even with that low hum of the turbo inline six. Very luxurious in here. And it's what you would expect from the flagship SUV, if you don't count the G-Wagon from Mercedes. I mean, it's so smooth coming down the road, so quiet. But what makes this even better is having this executive package, or this exclusive trim, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying executive package, but the exclusive trim here. Love this leather. I love having the power second, third row. But things like the heads-up display, the digital gauge cluster, it just makes you feel like you're in a vehicle that can be sporty or fancy. And Mercedes tries to do both, and they do a pretty good job at it. But the suspension really does allow this thing to travel down the road with ease. It pretty much floats, and it feels so good. Now you can see this adaptive cruise. As I get close to this vehicle in front of me, it'll start to slow down. And it does such a good job keeping that distance between myself and this vehicle in front of me. Barely even feel it start to brake. Very smooth. And I think Mercedes, even with the EVs, when it comes to the intelligent recuperation, they even had that down pretty nicely in terms of just allowing the vehicle to stop very cleanly without giving you any jerks or jolts. Now that was my seat as I came into that corner there. Very weird, but I don't know what it was doing. Because it's not like the bolster that you see in some of the vehicles. It'll kind of help you hug a corner and keep you in the seat. That just kind of vibrated my bottom very awkwardly. So maybe it was trying to do something else, but that was weird. Road noise, not terrible, barely noticeable. And that's saying a lot, seeing as these are 21-inch wheels. But it's just such a smooth riding vehicle. So I've had the vehicle in comfort mode. I have it in sport now. And we're gonna see how it gets up getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So pretty impressive. Got up to speed very nicely, very effortlessly, and very quietly. Now I do want to give one more thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this GLS today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever used vehicle you might be interested in. Now this one is still basically new, just in terms of the miles. It's less than 5,000 miles on it. It's a 25 model. Everything feels brand new. I don't see any scuffs or anything noticeable. But I mean, the ride quality on the interstate is fantastic. I love this driving system because it does keep you in the lines with minimal effort. You just kind of hold on to the wheel. and it keeps a good distance between you and the vehicle in front of you without allowing people to necessarily gap you. But I think for the money, almost $90,000, again, for it to be a basically new vehicle, it has a lot to offer here. I mean, you have the navigation, you have the panoramic roof, the heated, cooled seats, the quad zone climate controls. It really does have it all in a nice, bold package, I think. And I mean, the GLS just looks so good anyways. It's just such an impressive SUV in terms of the build quality and, again, the overall appearance from the interior to the exterior. Even the engine bay looks fancy, and that's what you want in something like this. And again, for the engine that this has, it gets up to speed pretty nicely. The acceleration feels good. Again, the sound is very nice. Not overly loud or aggressive, but just right for a vehicle like this. Now, the ride is something that I feel gets lost with this being a Mercedes. Obviously it's sporty, but the ride is something that's just undeniable with this vehicle. The wheelbase, the suspension, everything that's kind of gone into it. It is so smooth, yet you can feel the road. It's not a numb feeling. It doesn't feel like a Cadillac. It's something where it rides so nicely, but when you put this thing in a sport mode and get it going, you feel like you're in full control of the vehicle. I want to test out this eco mode. And actually, so far, I really like it. A lot of these eco modes kind of hold you back, but this just feels more natural. It's not the sport mode. It's not the power you get from the comfort mode. It's almost just like a step down. But it still gets up to speed. And then just the overall space you get here from the second row to being up front here is great, even with a panoramic roof. Headroom is good. The seats are wide. They fit my wider stature very nicely, and there's still some room to give there. And then just even the space between the steering wheel and, you know, the overall hip room here is very, very good. The interior is clean. They just did a really good job with this. But the other thing is, it's very easy to drive. You wouldn't think a Mercedes that's loaded up like this would be that simple to just get behind the wheel, get used to how it moves, the powertrain and all of that, but it really is. It feels normal. If you're used to a V6 or even a 4-cylinder turbo, you won't have a problem getting used to this thing. And then even if you're coming from a V8, this has a lot of power for what it is. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450.